Hi, today I am going to the Hair Bro salon in London for a haircut. I have not had my hair even trimmed for over 6 months, and I genuinely believe I'm starting to look like an Afghan hound. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. I've wanted to get my hair cut at this salon for ages. They believe in not overstyling hair, and they think that you should feel just as confident wearing your hair naturally, air dried with very little product, as you do when you've perhaps taken the time to blow dry it. So I feel like I'm going to be in very safe hands with my fine wavy hair. You often ask about how I have my hair cut, so I thought I would film the experience and share it with you. Right, I need to go and catch a train to London. Let's go. Oh, and one last thing, if you're thinking, what's going on with your hair today, Tori? I'll explain in a minute. Okay, now I really need to go.
The journey to London on the train is about an hour and a half, and that gave me a chance to have a coffee and finish my book. The salon is in Chelsea, and the closest tube stations are South Kensington and Sloane Square. Because I was a bit early, I got off at Sloane Square and had a mooch around the shops on the King's Road. The salon is lovely, very classic and timeless decor, super friendly, not at all cliquey or intimidating. I don't know if you've been to those salons before where you feel a bit out of place, but that is not the Hair Bros. Very relaxed, lovely vibes. Then Casti was ready and we just started having a chat. But before we get too far into the cut, there is quite a different approach here, so I need to explain that first. The Hair Bros ask you to arrive at the salon with air-dried, unstyled hair. The cut does not include a wash. They want to see your hair in its most natural state. This meant the evening before I washed and conditioned as usual, and then I just detangled with a little leave-in conditioner, and that was it. Nothing more. Didn't do any styling whatsoever. This is my hair in its most completely natural state. The appointment started by Casti asking me about my hair, what I liked, what I didn't, and what I wanted out of the cut. I explained that I just felt it was feeling really shapeless and kind of lifeless, and that I would love it to have a bit more body and movement to it. I also said that as much as I love a Brigitte Bardot style fringe, one, I'm not sure it suits me, and two, I can't be bothered with the maintenance. So we also talked about different options around face framing and longer layers, and she checked how much I was comfortable with having cut off. I said that I'm growing it, but that really my main priority is for my hair to be healthy, and so I said I was happy for her to take what she felt was needed. And she just kept checking things like that with me, which was really reassuring. And then Casti got to work. I have never seen someone cut hair the way that she did. It almost felt like she was working on a piece of art. She kept reviewing things, taking small cuts, stepping back, looking at my face and hair in the mirror. The whole process just felt very intuitive and creative. Honestly, it just felt like it was an absolute art form watching her work. I really loved that my hair was being cut dry as well, because when you have wavy hair, you'll know just how much it can bounce up from wet to dry. And I'm not sure about you, but there are definitely times that I have left a salon with much shorter hair than I had really wanted or asked for. So now that I've experienced it, a dry cut is definitely going to be the way forward for me and my wavy hair. While Casti was working on the back and the lengths of my hair, I asked her about frizz and the amount of frizz that my hair has. And she says a lot of mine is down to the fact that I've got some greys growing in, and that obviously greys are a different texture and are wirier, coarser, and do tend to stick up and away from the rest of your hair. She definitely said that it was not due to damage or breakage, and she also said that she wouldn't look at me and think that I had frizzy hair. I think maybe it is time we really need to normalise texture, but that's a different topic for another time. The ends of my hair looked amazing once she cut them, but somehow it also didn't feel much shorter, which was lovely. It looked thicker and healthier. Maybe thicker isn't the right word, maybe heavier. So somehow she'd managed to add more weight and movement to the ends of my hair. It's very clever. She regularly checked in with me, asking if I was happy with the length and the shape, and then she held back my hair, sort of clipped up to show me how the face framing would work when my hair was in an updo, and she recommended a little bit more shaping. To be honest, at this stage I was just completely happy for her to do her thing because I felt like I was in super safe hands. Once all the cutting was done, she asked me about styling my hair and whether I tended to wear it naturally or blow dried, and I said 9 times out of 10 I wear it on the natural side. So she used a spray bottle to wet down my hair just a very little bit and then added a product that I had not heard of before. It's from a brand called Evo, and I think it's a sort of hybrid between a curl cream and perhaps a gel. Cassidy did tell me, but I'll be honest, I've slightly forgotten. It's called a curl balm and it really smoothed away some of my flyaways and frizz. It also seemed to enhance the natural wave in my hair but didn't leave it crunchy or sticky, which makes it an ideal product for me. You can get a small travel size for only £6 on Amazon, so I am definitely ordering some and I'm going to try it out for myself. One last thing I wanted to highlight about the styling was Cassidy seemed to use a really simple technique to create a soft wave. Now I say simple, maybe she just made it look easy, but basically she kind of took my hair into 2 sections and sort of roped and bent it back on itself once or twice and then just let it fall naturally. She definitely made it look very easy and I want to try it out for myself because the end result was lovely. That's coming up very soon, I promise. And then she started to diffuse my hair. I asked her what she was using and it's a Parlux hairdryer with diffuser attachment. I'm actually considering selling my Shark styler because I really don't feel like I get the most from it. So I asked her what she thought of the Parlux and she really rated it, absolutely loves it, says it's really good. So I am considering this one. But if you have any recommendations, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Please let me know in the comments. After that, Cassidy then reviewed my hair again and still made a few more tweaks here and there and then checked that I was happy. I absolutely was. Now on to the exciting part, the results. So I've got 3 different bits of footage to share with you. The first up is going to be about 20 minutes later and I filmed it in John Lewis in a changing room, so the lighting's not great, I'm afraid. But once I got home, I then filmed a little bit more and I also have results to share with you from after the first time I washed my hair. So here we go. Well, that was a completely different cutting experience for me. I have never had my hair cut in that way. It felt really artistic and intuitive, and Cassidy just kind of kept going back in and reviewing it and talking to me. And I do feel like my hair looks thicker and chunkier. Let me stand up. So like she's got rid of all the wispy bits and then added some layers and some really lovely face framing. What I particularly loved was how she kind of gave me these lovely pieces around the front that could still go back into her ponytail. So she said I would just need to wear a high ponytail, but they will definitely go back. And then there are still some shorter pieces again, so if I wanted even more down, which I just think gives me a little bit more shape and a little bit more texture around my face. So yeah, it was really interesting experience. I really enjoyed it and my hair does feel really lovely. I've just washed my hair for the first time since having it cut, and honestly I am really so blown away by my results. What a difference a haircut can make. I just had no idea, and what an incredibly skilled person I have had the fortune of going to, because I know that might all sound a bit over dramatic, but honestly, my hair has never looked this thick. I have never come away from a haircut having felt like she gave me even more than I asked for. It is moving beautifully. It's holding a wave and a curl really beautifully. I absolutely adore the shape around the face. I am so impressed. I hope this has been helpful for you. I've tried to give as much detail and information as I could so that you can perhaps go and take that to your hairdresser or find somebody who has the same kind of approach and skill level that the stylists at the Hair Bros do. Thank you as always for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.